Big old batch of s'mores cupcakes. Who doesn't love s'mores? And for that matter, who doesn't love cupcakes? I think it's going to be a winning combination. I'm going to start with the batter for the cupcakes. I've got 2 cups of flour, and I'll add 2 cups of sugar and a whole cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I have already made a mess, but that's my style. It doesn't bother me at all. I'll also add 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder. This is such a simple batter, and a teaspoon of salt. Now I need to whisk this together to make sure it's all combined. When I started food blogging, it was 2006. There weren't really a lot of blogs, let alone food blogs back there, but the food that I blogged about was pretty straightforward. Chicken casseroles, quesadillas, and that was just fine. But food on the internet has seriously gotten crazy. Crazy good, I might add. You can see so many different combinations, different concoctions. So that's kind of going into my decision to make some crazy sweet treats today. I'm going to see how over the top I can get. I am unnaturally excited about these cupcakes. They've got all the good things that s'mores have: graham crackers, chocolate. I'm going to put a lovely marshmallowy frosting on top. They are going to be so good. I love food blogging. It's the best thing ever. It's an excuse to make lots of yummy food. That's totally mixed up. So now I'll add the wet ingredients. I've got a cup of buttermilk. I had some buttermilk in the fridge, but if you don't have buttermilk, you can just combine whole milk with a dash of white vinegar. A few minutes later, it turns into buttermilk. One of the best tricks ever. Half a cup of vegetable oil. 2 eggs, I've already got them cracked to make life easy. A splash of vanilla. And a cup of warm water. And then the whisk, and my biceps do the rest. It's been really fun to see how food blogging has evolved through the years. Sometimes I can't believe I've been blogging for over 10 years. And one thing that's happened along the way is that strange combinations of food have arisen, kind of like mashups. A great example are s'mores cupcakes. I've seen people come up with s'mores pancakes, quesadilla pizza. I mean, just putting 2 really beloved dishes together is a really big trend right now. The batter looks positively luscious, and it was so easy, nothing to it at all. Now I've got to fill the muffin pans. I've got 2 muffin pans with cupcake papers, and I made a really simple graham cracker crust. All I did was throw 18 whole graham crackers into the food processor, crushed them into crumbs, added 1/3 cup of melted butter, and mixed it until it was totally combined. Next, I pressed them into the cupcake papers and baked them at 350 for 5 minutes. It was such a cinch. And I'm using a scoop to put a precise amount of the cake batter into each one. I really like using a scoop to fill cupcake pans. It's so much easier than trying to do it with a spoon or a pitcher. Okay, I'm just going to get the rest of these all filled up. Just about got them all filled. And it looks like I'm going to have a little extra batter left over. That could be very dangerous. I know myself too well. After these bake, I'm going to let them cool in the pans for about 5 minutes, and then I'll take them out of the pans and let them cool completely. First, I got to bake them. They go into a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. And after they cool, I'll keep moving forward. The cupcakes have been cooling in the pan for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to get them out and let them finish cooling completely. Oh, they look so fudgy and delicious. And while they finish cooling completely, I'm going to get started on the marshmallow frosting. The first step is to get 8 egg whites into a bowl over simmering water with 2 cups of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and then I'll whisk them until the sugar's dissolved and the whites are nice and warm. Step 2, the mixer does the whisking. I'll beat it first on low, then I'll crank it up to medium, and finally up to a high speed for about 10 minutes. Now the meringue is stiff and glossy, so I'll turn the mixer to low, add a couple of teaspoons of vanilla, and give it a final whisk. This beautiful frosting is done, and with that, I just crossed over the halfway mark. Up next, S'mores cupcakes come together in a marriage made in heaven. I'm a post about crazy sweet treats. Let me tell you, if you want a crazy sweet treat, look no further than these S'mores cupcakes. They are looking phenomenal already. I probably could just stop right now and dig in. I can think of a couple of drone boys that would be just fine with that. But I'm going to take them all the way to the end. I've got a handy kitchen torch, and I'm going to toast the marshmallow frosting. I'll just wave the torch over. I want the little peaks to turn brown. It's going to look just like you pulled a marshmallow right off the stick. You want to be careful not to light the cupcake paper on fire. I've done that before. Just wave it a few times until it gets nice and toasty. Or if you like to really blacken your marshmallows, you can just hold it on there and go for it. However you like your s'mores, that's how these cupcakes should be. Okay, now a nod to the original. I've got little chunks of graham cracker. I'll stick one on the top. And I'll break off a chunk of chocolate. How beautiful is that? And crazy sweet too. I've got a few more to finish off. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh, I am so happy with these. They definitely would be characterized as over the top. And definitely blog worthy.